Fresh dressed in his Sunday best. This is Cage Minds, and I'm joined by Jeremy Sauceda ahead of BKFC 76. This is BKFC Texas. It's not a road trip. Well, it is, but at least it's a in-state one for my man. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing this morning?
Doing well, doing well. Looking forward to another huge week coming up. The questions are, how are you? How are you feeling? This is a different week for you.
Oh yeah, no, I feel good. I feel great. Finally in Texas, man. I've been waiting for a couple years now for that one. I'm fighting at a lower weight class as well, so having to do all that.
Did you, knowing the commission, knowing Texas, knowing the way that the environment is there, did you expect to see bare knuckle legalized with the fight that it was legislative level?
Man, I didn't know what to expect. I had been told a while. It's been a while now that they said, yeah, it's going to be legal in Texas. And then maybe, let's say like a year later, or maybe even longer, that they're finally like, okay, it's finally passed. We're able to go. So yeah, it's exciting, super exciting.
On that note, the excitement, the lack of having to fly, it's a home game for you after a handful of fights almost in bare knuckle, having went to everyone's backyards. What does it mean to you to get to fight in your home state?
Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, now a lot of people are can actually drive to the venue and things like that. So I'm actually not going to be the one being booed in the in the fight this time, and actually have my own people there and a lot of support. So that's going to be great.
Is there going to be a different emotional gravity or experience to this fight with the level of enthusiasm, with the people getting to cheer from you, with the moment that you waited these years to have here?
Yeah, I think yeah, being able to, rep your hometown and well, not even my hometown, but Texas, my state, but have my people actually backing me up there and being able to know that they're there in the crowd, it just feels good. It's gonna yeah.
You brought up a lower weight class. What's going on?
Yeah, I guess the commission's pretty tough out here. So we had a couple 175 fights lined up, and then I guess they didn't go through. The commission didn't pass them, so they're like, "Hey, we have one at 165. Are you down to fight at 170?" I'm like, "Yes, whatever I got to do to be on the card." I'm like, I don't know. I haven't been 165 in probably 12 years or longer, but yeah, I that was kind of different for me.
What's the process been the last couple weeks like getting that weight lower?
Oh man, just being better on dieting and things like that. Like I never really dieted for any fights. So it's a little different, a lot more, a lot lighter on my toes. Um, so it's a different feeling for sure.
As you're going through camp right now with the lower weight coming up, is there a thought process that this could be more than a one-off, or as you're doing it, are you missing food and saying, I'm going back to 75 as quick as I can?
I was just thinking that yesterday. I was just seeing everybody eat and stuff, and then it's all in discipline. But I was just seeing everybody eat all this food and stuff, bread, just bread. And I'm just like, man, I really like some of that right now. But it is what it is. When you're in the fight game, you got to do you know what you're getting yourself into, you know what I mean? So I mean, you just got to be ready for whatever and be ready to prepare, and you want to really put a good show for everybody. So I mean, whatever you got to do.
You have expectations of your game being any different, 10 pounds lower?
Um, I don't think too different. I'm gonna show a lot more of my technical side and Man, my coach, we've been doing a lot of different things. I've learned so much from him. He's a genius, and it's going to show for sure on this fight. I think a lot of people are going to be really excited and be like, "Dang, okay, okay, this is a different side of Jeremy," you know?
Different sides. So you're saying there's some tricks in the bag that you haven't brought out yet for us?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. It's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a whole different fighter, you know? So I'm excited to show that and to put on a great show for everybody.
Mentioning how you previously weren't cutting a lot of weight, do you feel like being the bigger fighter is gonna be in your advantage?
Yeah, I think always being because even when you're in sparring and things like that, I mean, usually when I spar, I'm the bigger guy because I'll walk around about 200 pounds sometimes. And then before that, my first fight, I was around 225. So I was pretty big compared to everybody else. So yeah, I know definitely being bigger helps a lot. And I've cut a lot, so I'm not the same size but I feel strong, you know, so that's good.
Your opponent is what I was seeing is Israel Rodriguez. I know what bare knuckle things can change. Is that still the name that you have?
Yes, as we know, yeah, but yeah, like you said, it could change tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, you especially with fights like this, you got fillers and stuff, so it could change any time right before the fight, you know. But yeah.
He has some MMA experience. Seems like his last couple fights have fallen through, so he's been out of action for a couple years. What are your expectations upon him as you're going to be the more experienced fighter in this scenario?
Well, I think the thing is people often see that and they're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna just walk through this guy. You know, he's never done bare knuckle. He don't know what it feels like to get hit without gloves or stuff." But you really can't do that in bare knuckle. You can't underestimate any of the fighters or anybody you're stepping in that ring with. You know what I mean? Once you get in there, it's kill or be killed. So you got to always have that in your mind and know that, man, if he can man, I've fought, you know, in bare knuckle, I've fought guys with hundreds of fights, you know what I mean? And we were still going at it. And with higher experience, lower experience, whatever may be the case, you still got to train hard and expect the unexpected.
It's going to be Israel Rodriguez's first time going into BKFC. You've been in there, like we said, this is going to be the fifth time. I'm sure you went in there with expectations, but how much different is a bare knuckle fight getting in there than what you expect?
Oh man, yeah. When I got hit the first time in bare knuckle, it was it wasn't only a different feeling of the fist, but it just shocked you different. Your body had an instant shock that was just different. Like, oh, okay, that feels different, you know. So it is and people and that's the other side of it too. Is like people watch it on TV and they see a lot of people, and I know this because I've been in rooms with fighters and stuff, and and they'll be like, I'm sorry, getting a call. Um, I'll be in different rooms with fighters as we're watching fights or something, like, oh man, I can beat that dude. Oh, he looks like a bum or this and that with all kinds of fighters that have great experience and stuff. But once you get in that ring, man, anything and everything can happen. All your training you've been doing for the past couple months or whatever can just fly out the window. Once you get hit, it's a whole different thing.
There's the element of getting hit. We have the element of the hometown crowd or the home state crowd, the debut for bare knuckle in Texas. There's a lot of big elements to this equation. How do you keep the emotions balanced and remain focused on the task at hand?
Ah, man, I'm always juggling a lot, you know what I mean? And trying to trying to stay focused is very tough, but there you have to do it. I mean, there's only a few of us in the world that are doing this, you know what I mean? And it's tough mentally, physically, everything, man. It'll break you down quick. So I think just trying to stay in the gym and try and stay focused, have good people around you, have a great coach around coach and like uh gym family. That's very important. Very important. Having the right people around you, for sure.
You had been hoping for a fight last time I talked to you. There were things in the work. Does this match the expectation of what you wanted next?
Well, yes, definitely. Because I didn't know with it, with all the talks and everything in Texas, it was like, okay, I've heard that 3 or 4 times already. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up. You know what I mean? And I was already scheduled to fight, and I was gonna fight like maybe a month after my last fight or two, maybe a month or two in Florida, in Clearwater, and then Texas came out of nowhere. So they're like, okay, you're gonna fight him in Texas. So I was like, all right. I was like, well, I could do both, but um, I guess just the chance of getting hurt and stuff like that. It's like, man, yeah, that outweighs weighs fighting in Texas, So yeah,
Jeremy Sauceda, repping Texas. You can get our shirts at ziashirts.com. Got a nice little photo in there. And you know the Zia well because you get on down to Hobbs, New Mexico, the gym, the works often. What is it about the coaches, the team, the environment there that has you crossing the state lines and going to them to get your work in?
man, just Ruben Llamas from the Works, or the owner actually. He's an amazing coach. A lot of people don't realize he's one of the founding fathers of when MMA started and all that. He was one of the only coaches at that time. He was doing underground fights and stuff like the underground MMA. So a lot of coaches didn't know what jiu-jitsu was, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, didn't know all these other fighting styles, and he did. So he had a huge advantage in that. And then he's trained great national champions, world champions, and everything. And just the way he thinks about fighting, and not only that, he's just a great dude, man. Like when we're out at the fights and stuff, he's like, man, what I'm down for anything, Jeremy. What do you want to do? Like, let's go. So man, he's just a great person. The works, Alec, his son Alec, he's young, but he is freaking just as smart, man. He's really good, really fast, really uh like-minded. And they're just great people. So it all just makes it even better.
Put the energy with our friends from W. You get 10% off with the checkout code Page Minds. And go on over to our friend Barber Gabe's Fades here at Lobo Plaza in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Get a haircut. As you guys can see, I need to head on over there myself here soon to keep supporting all the people that are supporting us. The fastest growing combat sport in the world, bare knuckle fighting championship, finally heading to the biggest state in the country, BKFC. Can you even put into words, Jeremy, what it means that your people get to be there? And I know there's a handful that travel with you, but now so many more get to be there and see you perform.
Oh yeah. No, I have a lot of people that are going. They're gonna be there. They'll be walking around with my merch, different stuff I got. I'm always trying to come out with something new and have things for people to rep. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy night. Freaking man, so much support, so much love. I'm excited about it. I really am.
And the last thing before I let you go is any new bit roles in movies, any new music coming out, and anything creative you've been a part of recently?
Oh yeah. Music coming out, and I have some scouts trying to get me in some movies and stuff. Obviously, you can't let all that out until it's done, NDAs and all that stuff. But I mean, we'll see what happens. The future's nuts right now. It's crazy getting all kinds of opportunities, and yeah, lots of music coming out and stuff. A huge uh, 4th of July event coming up and everything. So yeah, it's nonstop, man, nonstop.
What's going on 4th of July?
Just a big show that they're putting on where they close downtown down, and just thousands of people there, tens of thousands of people will be there and stuff. So I kind of handle all the music for that stuff. So
Oh,
it's
kind of.
crazy. Yeah. Well, I do. So, but or I am. So it's yeah, it's nonstop, man, nonstop. The week after the fight, pretty much, I'm up back doing that. So
Well, this week it's fight week. Jeremy Sauceda, thank you for the time, as busy as you are.
thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate everything. And then Dirty Bird, these are great company that I got that are sponsoring me. And then Brantley Creek Barbecue, and then Guerrilla Warfare, Ryan Perez, all them guys over there.
BKFC 76 Saturday night, guys. You got to check it out. The debut. It's going to be nothing, Texas.
Thank you, brother.